Okay, this is on the Madsen job, number 54691, installed on 6, 4, and 5 by Lincoln. So this furnace room sits in the garage here, so access in the garage. So I'm going to tell them if they can to maybe have this shelf moved out of your way so you can actually open the door. If not, you can still work in here. It'd just be easier if it wasn't there. And you can probably just shift it when you're here. That'd probably be the easiest, but either way. Okay, so the new furnace, we're putting in a 90%, sorry, an 80% furnace. I sell 280s, and it is a 2-stage. So the new furnace, so to get this to work, you know, a drop can't go past this, of course. Our new furnace will be 3.5 inches from the wall. So made a line right there, furnace, filter box, and then wherever my mark is, just beside here. Oh, it's actually right there. The side of the drop. Okay, furnace will sit on a base. Furnace coil. So this is kind of tricky, how we're doing this. So the scope says that he wants to make these 6-inch takeoffs, and there's a 6-inch off the side here, and he wants a takeoff. So I figure it's going to be the easiest, because I don't see how we're going to get takeoffs on there. So I actually made a starting collar that'll go 2 inches back and 2 inches forward. Here. But in order to do that, we're going to have to add a 4-inch piece of duct onto the top. I'll make you a new end cap, but you can reuse the end cap if existing if you want. So take this end cap off and add a 4-inch piece of duct here, and then you'll have a starting collar. And then that starting collar, it's only a 2-inch starting collar, but that'll be your takeoffs for your 6-inch round. So you can just tap the 6-inch rounds back into the end cap, and that'll be your starting collars for that one. The other one, so you can see this fitting is actually offsets over 7 inches right here, so it's more of a steep offset. So I figure you can just cut in a 6-inch right there and make your own takeoff, probably just by making it straight and going right up into the existing duct right there. And that's what I'm thinking is going to be the easiest to do. And I made this in 2 fittings, so we can have actually 45-degree starting collars. It's only 2-inch starting collars, but that's okay. Okay, so with those, reconnecting those vents, I did order you 5 feet of 6-inch pipe, 3 6-inch 90s, 1 6-inch top takeoff, and 2 6-inch side takeoffs. And I wrote if My thinking doesn't always work. But if they give you the 6-inch squared arounds, which is square, then you can probably just put those in the end cap here. But anyway, I'll give them to you, return them if you don't need them, but okay. Then we're gonna have a filter box and this drop here. So you can see that gas line. Actually took the metal off and seeing if I can reroute it, but it goes straight. There is no joint. It just keeps going. So we're gonna leave it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the drop and reuse it, and remove this 90. And we're gonna put a coupling on here with a 4-inch piece, and then reuse the 90 in the drop coming down. But before you put the drop in, you're gonna put 3-inch snap block aluminum and snap it over this gas pipe. And cut it through so there's a sleeve through the duct. So right here I have 23 by 24 to 10 by 24. So we cut that 3-inch and snap it there. Then our gas line is not in the return air anymore. Just make sure you seal it on both sides before you put this together. Okay, so then 1-inch coupling, 1x4, and this is going, you know, and then you have the 90, and then so slide 3-inch aluminum over gas, reuse drop. Okay, this is the drop. This 12-inch goes for this one here. So reuse the drop, rehook up the water heater and stuff. From the caulk, add a flex and then a 12-inch into the furnace. And because the new gas is going to be out here now. Okay. And screw all this back. Make it look pretty when you're done. Okay. So AC. So you're going to flush the 3/4 inch line. So when the furnace is above the AC like this, where is it? Right there. It's best to bring the line set up over the coil and then back down. So there's a riser. So if you can do that. You know, you probably need 5 more feet of 3/4 inch copper. Anyway, new 36 pad. Replace Rubatex as needed. I'm ordering you 6 feet. Reuse disconnect. The existing 20 amp breaker in here is okay. Minimum circuit amps is 18. Max breaker is 30. So the AC is, where am I? Let's see here. Oh, there's no fence on that side, but it is on that side. But you gotta go around the house, so let's just peek around there real quick. So the AC is just right here. We put on a new pad, flush the lines, reuse the disconnect. About it over there. Whoops. And let's go back to the garage. Okay. Okay. Drain to the floor, standard order. Thermostat, reuse the existing. It is a two-stage. It is so it is a two-stage, but it only has 5 wires to it, and it needs a common. So it's on the top floor. So if you can pull a new wire, if not, you might have to use the timer on the furnace. But before you use the timer, let Lance know that you can't pull a wire. These existing has 5 wires. Okay. Reconnect 3 6-inch supplies. One on the side, get where you can. So I was talking about this one here. Okay. That's it.